Hello students, today we are going to see the experiment conversion of phthalic anhydride to phthalimide to anthracnic acid. So in the index we have written phthalic acid, but actually we are using phthalic anhydride and we are going to convert it to phthalimide, and after the Hofmann rearrangement it will convert it to the anthracnic acid. So I hope you remember the Hofmann rearrangement you studied in last year paper. Okay, so let's go for the actual reaction. So the reaction is like this. The stage 1 is over here. The stage 1 is the conversion of this phthalic anhydride by treating it with the urea, and simply heating will convert this phthalic anhydride to phthalimide. So this is our first step. So how about the second step? As we get the phthalimide, we are going to treat it with the NaOH or KOH Br2. So this mixture of NaOH or KOH Br2 will convert it into NaOBr, and that NaOBr is the key reagent for the Hofmann rearrangement. So as you know that Hofmann rearrangement is nothing but conversion of amide to amine. So this amide bond is converted to amine bond, and then this lower part is in the form of acid. So COOH and NH2. So orthoaminobenzoic acid is nothing but anthracnic acid. As it is acid, we will get it in the workup. So friends, let's see the mechanism. As for a few reactions I haven't given the mechanism, but for this reaction I will give you the mechanism. So mechanism is very simple. This NH2 of urea will attack on the carbonyl of this anhydride, and this carbon oxygen bond will break, and we get this kind of amide linkage. Afterwards, again the NH will attack over here and O minus will attack over the carbonyl, and we get this cyclization of this derivative to phthalimide, and also we get this carbamic acid. Okay, this carbamic acid after heating will be converted to CO2 and NH2 in the gas form. So there is no side product in this reaction. We get clean reaction within within 2-3 hours by heating. So this is the mechanism for first step. How about the mechanism for the second step? This is a simple mechanism of Hofmann rearrangement. NaOBr will convert this phthalimide to N-bromothalamide, and we get this bond breaking by attack of OH minus, and we get this kind of NBr compound which loses bromine, and we get the nitrogen intermediate. As you know, the nitrogen is the key reactive intermediate in the Hofmann rearrangement, which will, after rearrangement, that is, this bond will shift to the nitrogen, and this lone pair on nitrogen will shift in between nitrogen and carbon. We get isocyanide. So isocyanide is a key intermediate also in the Hofmann rearrangement. So as you know that if we hydrolyze this isocyanide with the help of water, we get carbon dioxide and NH2 over here. So this is how we get anthranilic acid, that is a orthoamino benzoic acid. Okay, so this is very interesting in the theory as well as in the practical. So in the practical, how we are going to perform this reaction? Let's see the procedure for the stage 1 and stage 2. So for the stage 1, we need to take phthalic anhydride and urea in a conical flask. Okay, we are going to take it in a conical flask, and then the reaction mass is heated up to 130 to 135 degree for 15 minutes. Okay, so 130 to 135, for 15 minutes it will melt all the starting material together. The reaction commences by effervescence, and it becomes solid when reaction completes. This is the indication of completion of reaction, that at 130 each and every starting material become liquid, and once the evolution of gas takes place, that is evolution of CO2 and NH2, then the phthalimide is in the solid form, which is uh, which can be seen in the reaction mixture as it becomes solid. So when we allow to cool the flask and then we add 10 to 15 ml water in it, as you know that the organic compounds are not soluble in water, we get precipitate, and that solid obtained is filtered and recrystallized using suitable solvent. After that we can record the yield, TLC and MP. Okay, so this is sure shot reaction. So in between you can check the TLC, or afterwards you can check the TLC before workup. Okay, so don't rush for the workup, check the TLC and then go for the workup. Now the second stage, as we got the phthalimide, now we are going to convert it into the anthranilic acid. So first we need to prepare the NaOBr, that is a key reagent for the Hofmann rearrangement. So we take 1.25 gram of NaOH in water and then cool it to 0 degree, and then we need to add 1.1 gram of, or that, as you know, the density of bromine is 3.3. so you can, if you want to take 1.1 gram, just in the ml it will be 0.35 ml bromine. Okay, so take 0.35 ml bromine. Be careful because bromine is very hazardous and it have a very adverse effect on the mucous organ or respiratory system. So be careful while using bromine. You just take it in 0.35 ml, and in one lot you can add it to the our NaOH mixture that we have prepared. So maintain the temperature 0 degree, and it is a exothermic reaction. So this solution will contain now NaOBr. So once we prepare the NaOBr, meanwhile prepare a solution of 1 gram NaOH in 4 ml of water, add 1 gram of given, that means our phthalimide compound, in one portion to above NaOBr solution with stirring. Remove the flask from the cooling bath and shake until the clear solution is obtained. Add prepared NaOH solution to above mixture and heat the solution to 80 degree for 2 to 3 minutes, maximum 5 minutes. Okay, cool in ice water and then add 1:1 HCl till the solution becomes neutral. As you know that we are hydrolyzing that isocyanate to NH2. So we will get the acid derivative and this free amine from that. Okay, so the precipitated acid, by adding glycyl acetic acid, will be filtered and the product is washed with water and recrystallized using. Why we are adding acetic acid for the neutralization? Because friends, this compound anthranilic acid contains both NH2 as well as COOH. If we add concentrated HCl, NH2 will form salt and it will dissolve in water. So we are using weak acid for the neutralization, which will only acidify the acid. So that's how we are precipitating out it with the acetic acid. We are going to wash it, recrystallize it with suitable solvent, and then we are going to record yield, MP and TLC. So as you already know, the result tables are like this. So you have to maintain the you have to mention the physical constants like MP for the stage 1 and stage 2, yield of stage 1 and stage 2, and TLC, RF values of product and reactant from stage 1 and stage 2, as well as you have to mention the solvent for the recrystallization. So this is all about the conversion of phthalic anhydride to anthranilic acid via phthalimide. Thank you very much.